Okay, here are some Minibots that started off kind of like C.H.U.G to Masterpiece, and it's been a struggle trying to get the right scale and get a collection that looks good. So let's go over them. First, here are the Season 1 Mini Autobots. There's 6 of them. So it's Cliff Jumper, Bumblebee, Wind Charger, Brawn, Huffer, and Gears. So let's see. We have here War for Cybertron Earthrise Cliff Jumper. I customized this to look a little more cartoon accurate. And then they're coming out with a new Cliff Jumper that's painted correctly. Here's Netflix War for Cybertron Bumblebee. And this was an older line, a Scout class, Wind Charger. It's basically a C.H.U.G. Look at that chest. It's not really gray like that, so it's not quite accurate. And next to Brawn, he's a little too small, but this was also a C.H.U.G. This was a tuned version color, and this actually is pretty good. But it's not Masterpiece scale. Then here's War for Cybertron Huffer, which came out a long time after Brawn, but they seem to fit in nicely together. Then here's Gears, which is a nice scale with these guys. So this is sort of okay, not quite cartoon accurate, but it's pretty good. Then we kind of move on to the Masterpiece. So here's a Masterpiece Bumblebee, and third-party Masterpiece scale Cliff Jumper. That's Mastermind Creations. And then we have Wind Charger. This is a customized tune version, as I kind of painted that chest gray. And then there's a third-party Masterpiece Brawn by Bad Cube. And then there's a third-party Masterpiece scale Huffer. And then this is basically a large C.H.U.G of Gears by third-party company SXS. And kind of used it as a Masterpiece scale. And this set wasn't really all that too great. And then let's see. Then Bad Cube made a better version of Gears. Kind of looks more like the cartoon. And then there's a Huffer coming out by Fans Toys, which should be coming out next month. Then Fans Toys made a Masterpiece scale Brawn. And I know these angles are probably not too good, but I don't know how else to showcase this. Then here's basically another X-Transbot wind charger, but this one's the tuned version. So you can see those legs are a different color. Tuned version's white, toy version's silver. Then there's the Masterpiece Bumblebee, which looks more like the cartoon as opposed to the first version. And then they are coming out with the Masterpiece Cliff Jumper, but Fans Toys is also making a Cliff Jumper that everyone seems to think looks better. And since I have them, I might as well just put it here. This was originally a C.H.U.G Bumblebee, and that actually was really pretty good. Belonged to the Classics line, but this one's the Japanese version, so it's a Henkei. And then there was also a Classics Cliff Jumper, which was also pretty cool, and I kind of customized this. I took apart the arms and legs and swapped them so he looks a little more cartoon accurate, but still not accurate. But he does look pretty good. But it's not a Masterpiece. So, you know, the Masterpiece line might be I might be getting, because waiting for that Cliff Jumper. Hopefully they make a wind charger better than that one. And they are coming out with the Fans Toys Huffer, which looks good. And hopefully they make a better version of Gears, or actually a little bit bigger. So these are Season 1 Minibots. Now, let's move on to Season 2 Minibots. And we have Cosmos, Sea Spray, Power Glide, Warpath, and Beachcomber. So, let's start on this side. Initially it was like a C.H.U.G. Third party made iGear made a Beachcomber, and the Japanese version Henkei, I think this was a United line, came out with the Warpath. X-Transbots made a Power Glide, kind of fit in with this scale. Then Fans Toys made a Masterpiece Sea Spray, but this was definitely not like the cartoon. However, it seemed to fit in with this line. Just so you know, the Fans Toys Masterpiece 2.0 is back there. And then we have Toy World Cosmos. So these 5 here, Season 2 Minibots, look pretty good. But we were trying to work on getting the Masterpiece scale. So then X-Transbots made a Beachcomber. That was pretty good. Very difficult to transform. And then another third-party company, Final Victory, made this Warpath. Kind of fit in pretty good with this scale. And DX9 made this nice Power Glide. Fits in with this scale. And then X-Transbots made a Sea Spray. And these are, you know, closer to cartoon accurate Masterpiece scale, but not perfect. Then Mastermind Creations made a Cosmos, which is pretty good. but not quite perfect. Then in the back, it's probably the closest masterpiece we have. So Fans Toys, everyone likes Fans Toys, made a beachcomber, which looks like the cartoon. It's pretty good. Then they made a warpath that looks like the cartoon. So those two scale very nicely. And Fans Toys is also making a Power Glide, but the alt mode doesn't quite look like the cartoon, but the robot mode, which you don't see, looks pretty good. And then Fans Toys also made a Sea Spray, which definitely looks more like the cartoon. And then we have X-Transbots made Cosmos, which looks kind of like the cartoon, but there's something about this I don't like. I think it's the dark green color. But those are my masterpiece version of the Minibots for Season 2. And this is what I've been working on. And then these are the Season 1. So let's just take a little quick scan of these again. And yeah, these are the Minibots. So I'll do another one of the Legends scale, which, oh, that was a whole nother mess trying to get them all in the right scale, looking like the cartoon. But yeah, so this is it.